Hello, HCGers. This is Laura. I'm reporting in on my VLCD Day 22 results. Well, it's been a hard day. I got on that darn scale again and I was up a half a pound. I have struggled the whole day with not so much that I want to cheat because I don't want to cheat, because I have a goal in mind. But I'm a fix-it person. So I'm always about how can I fix this? And I think that's what got me the extra half a pound is I forgot my lunch. No, I didn't forget my lunch yesterday. I brought my lunch, but I was so busy. I wasn't really hungry. So I says, well, I could just go home and do a steak day. So that's what I did. And I think I ate too much steak and I put maybe too much sodium on my steak. Um, I haven't been eating my vegetables. So, and I don't eat fruit. I only eat fruit typically the first week to help get me through that initial phase. And I don't think I'm eating enough calories. I don't know. I'm going to actually have to sit down and do some calculations because I figure it's I get additional calories because in the morning, excuse me, my nose itches. Um, I use coconut milk in my coffee. Um, I like it. It works for me, and it's much lower in carbs than regular milk. And I figure, well, if they say we can have coconut oil because of the way the body processes coconut oil as instant fuel, because it's a long chain fatty acid, then what's wrong with coconut milk? So, anyways, it's worked for me all along. So, anyways, it's not like I don't get enough calories in a day. I'm not very good at calorie counting. It's just not my thing. Um, but I think it's an issue. I think it's an issue that I don't have enough bulk. Um, I don't know. Hadn't had a issues in the past. It's just I don't think I'm doing enough, and so I think I'm depriving my body too much, too long, and so it's kind of going into a starvation mode. And plus, this seems to be a set weight for me, and you combine those two, and my body's just going to hold on to, you know, everything that it can. So I think that's kind of where I'm at today. I got in all my water. Um, and I forgot my lunch at home. I was so mad at myself. But I had a high protein soup mix at work, and it was only 110 calories. And I made sure it didn't have any soy in it because I do think I'm soy sensitive. And so I had that for lunch, and I wasn't my blood sugar didn't drop so low that I felt like I was gonna pick up my little dog and eat her when I got home. So that was good. And I was so stressed today at work. I wasn't stressed. I mean, I was stressed, but I was more angry stressed because my organization updated software and I don't work at the parent facility. I'm deployed into the line. And they hadn't been very forthcoming from the parents. We call them the functional organization on what they were doing, and I don't think that they really knew what they were doing and what they were getting into, because it's third-party software that our corporation bought and has deployed out to many of us projects that are under them. It just so happens that my project is the largest user of this, and so they made all these decisions back at corporate, and they didn't think it through. Even though we're an engineering corporation, they did not apply logic. And that just, you know what? They lack common sense. That's all there is to it. Sorry if you guys are there's engineers out there listening to me, but I can tell you that a lot of times there's a lot of lack in common sense going on here. And things were not thought through from a user standpoint, even though they said that's exactly why they were changing this. Nobody got training. I didn't get training, and I have to be the subject matter expert. I didn't get trained. The only training I got was a little bit of time that I was able to spend in the training site. And none of my comments that I had about the issues I was encountering were even taken into consideration. And that's frustrating because it's like, well, why do I bother? I actually said to my deployed boss, who I actually consider my boss because he's really the one that puts all the input in for my yearly performance evaluations, and since he pays my wage, he determines my salary increase. So, I don't know. I told him I was embarrassed to be part of this organization because I was so frustrated today. Anyways, it wasn't just the weight. Miss Tara, I'm sorry that you're having back issues. I totally know what that feels like. When I broke my tailbone, I have had issues ever since, and I am sorry. Muscle spasms and pinched nerves are just painful. But I was thinking about you today, and then I was thinking about you and your drink mixes, and you know, I might just make me a drink because it's been one of those days. And randomly, I get a text from my husband, and he says, "Hey, I found your YouTube videos. I'm going to watch them tonight." And I said, "No, I don't want you watching my videos." I says, "I'm not comfortable with that." Who the hell tells their husband that? I've been with my husband 11 years. And we have been married for almost 8. Why am I not comfortable with him knowing what's going on inside my head? I think I have trust issues. Actually, I know I have trust issues. I don't know. I feel all messed up here today. Like confused and frustrated and out of sync, and it's not just losing weight, it's just life in general. And my oldest daughter called me, and she thinks that they've got a plan moving forward for when her husband is out of the military in January. Actually, it's now November. He goes on terminal leave. So they think they're going to move back home, but they don't know. They really don't know what's going on, and so that adds to part of my chaos. And my youngest daughter, I don't know. Anyways, just life, and I we all struggle. That's what it is. So I had to show you my shoes that I wore today. That was my only highlight today. So these are my 4-inch heels that I typically wear when I wear, you know, red or red and white. And they're just the darndest, cutest things. And of course, we had a fire drill today, which means everybody has to, I mean, everybody knows what a fire drill is. And we had to wait for the all clear. And so I'm standing outside, you know, with all the senior management. And of course, everybody had to say something about Laura's 4-inch heels. And I said, well, at least they're not 6-inch heels. And they're like, who the hell wears 6-inch heels? I says, well, I did last week and we missed it. I don't know. That was my highlight today. My red and white polka dot shoes. And I love these shoes. And no, they're not uncomfortable. They're actually very comfortable. So, aren't they cute? All right. Talk to you later.